beautiful souls! I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today, I ask my guides, I work with the beings of light and the angels, but today I ask the beings of light, um, what is it that my audience really needed to hear right now? What is the message that is really going to make a difference? And gosh, they gave me so many answers. And really, when it comes down to it, what people want to know is how do we get out of the situation that we are in? Most people who are stuck, quote unquote, somewhere, they repeat the same cycles and they see no way out. There's not enough time. There's not enough money. I am not good enough. There are not enough situations. I need to do this and that and this and that, and there's just nothing left. There's no time for me. I cannot do this. I cannot pay for this. I cannot. You fill in the blank. And I see you and hear you because I was in the same spot. I was in the same exact place before I started in my journey. So I know what it feels like. I know. It all starts with you. It all starts with healing you and shifting your attention to the things that we do want, to the positive things in our lives. And everyone has a positive thing in their lives. Even the people who have the worst experiences and life situations have positive parts in their lives. And this is how we begin to shift. So the law of attraction talks that wherever you put your intention or attention, that is what you create. And so if you are in a situation where you see no way out, there is no time, I don't have any time, I have to work, I have to take care of the kids, I have to take care of my parents, I have to take care of the house, there's just no time for me. I hear this a lot. I was there. Perhaps this is why I hear it. If this is your mantra, and you keep saying it not only out loud to other people as you're speaking, but to yourself. You see something you want to maybe do or try, and you immediately tell yourself, I can't. When would I fit in? When will I fit that in? There is just no time. The more you say it, whether it's in your head, you're feeling it, or you're speaking it out, or even writing it, you are telling the universe that. And the universe delivers you more of that. And you find yourself even more busy and with even less time, and more situations come up and arise for you to have even less time. And you become more and more overwhelmed as you become more and more busy and having even less time to do anything that might bring you joy or that you would really love to do. And so it begins by the belief of what you are telling yourself. So let's say you are one of these super busy people, cannot find time for anything, and you find yourself watching a 30-minute sitcom on TV for relaxing, right? After work, after whatever it is you're doing, and before going to bed, whatever it is, right? Whatever that you have that in your routine, you're just watching this, right? That's time. Oh, but that's my time to relax. That's my time to chill out and to just be able to not have to think about something or all the problems that I had. This is why I watch it. Okay, good. That's your time. So begin by acknowledging that you do have time in the day, right? I do have this 30 minutes where I get to watch something that is just to relax. Maybe it's 5 minutes, right? Maybe you're listening to a podcast. Maybe that's your time. Maybe it's a 15-minute podcast. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever it is you're watching, or you're reading something, you're reading a joke somewhere, you know what? I just read that joke and that made me laugh, and That took less than a minute. Yeah, I do have time. Now, these are very little things, right? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. When you begin to acknowledge that you do have these little bits of times in your day and you begin to realize it, then you begin to change the way you're thinking. And so pay attention to the parts when you do have that which you are always claiming that you do not, and begin to change the way you speak to yourself, the way you say this to the universe, and the way that you begin to believe. And little by little, this begins to change. Now, I said little by little, but this can also happen quite quickly. It just depends on you. The more that you pay attention to how you're talking to yourself and what you're saying that you don't have, which means that you're creating more of that you don't have in the future, then the more that you begin to catch it and realize and try to find a place of where you do have that thing you just said you didn't have, that begins to change it. And the more you do it with more frequency, the more you begin to start to notice more and more where you do have the abundance of this thing that you didn't think you had, such as time. Okay, how about money? That's different, right? Because money, you either have it or you don't. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're like trying to make ends meet every month just to pay the rent. Maybe your situation is that, and you are really feeling the scarcity of not having things, not having enough to go buy yourself a new clothes, or buy the foods that you want, or throw a party, or go on vacation, or whatever it is, right? And you're feeling the scarcity, like, where would I get this money to do these things? I would really like to do it, but I just don't have the money. And you keep saying that to yourself. Well, then the same way, begin to see where you are able to use money to buy things that you do like. For example, maybe you bought yourself pizza and you're going to say, wait a second, that's food. That's not like a luxury. Is it or isn't it? It's both, right? But here you go. When you're buying the pizza or your groceries, whatever it is, right? Something that you're eating, you're going to buy it, give thanks to your money for being there, because with this money that you have, you're buying that thing that you like, that you're going to eat. So now you're thanking the money. Wow, look at this. Thank you, money, for being here so I can buy this food that I really like. And then you enjoy that food because the money brought it to you. And so you are becoming, you begin to change the way you think about the money by thanking it for being here so that you can buy the things that you want, even if it is the food. Or when you're paying the rent, thank you, money, because you're here and I can pay the rent, right? So when you begin to see the money in a different way and thank it and acknowledge it and feel good that you're paying it out, you're feeling good because you're paying it out and you're receiving something in exchange, you are going to begin to feel differently about money. Instead of feeling like, I barely have enough, I don't know where I'm going to get enough to buy the groceries this week. Now you're starting to say and think, oh, thank you, money, for being here, because now I can buy the groceries and here it is, right? So you're changing the way it feels. Just by saying this, it feels better, doesn't it? So also begin to look at all of the abundance that comes to you that is not money like in the bills or the coins. For example, somebody comes and invites you out and pays for you. Okay, you didn't pay for it, but you got to experience what money bought. So that is an abundance of the money that you were talking about or thinking about that you didn't have enough. Or um, maybe you go to an event, maybe a child's event, like a school event, and there's free food there and you get to eat it. Wow, thank you, right? This is free. I didn't have to pay for this. It's an abundance, it's coming to you. So anything, somebody gives you some hand-me-downs of clothing, right? Either for you or your children. That's money that you didn't have to spend. So begin to look at all of these things that you are receiving that are in your life that sometimes we don't pay attention to them and we don't see them as being part of the abundance that we receive. So it's becoming aware of the things that we do have, giving gratitude to it, and then begin to put more focus and more energy on those things, on being thankful, on looking for what else am I going to get today? What, right? Even like if you go shopping and it's like 2 for 1 sale, oh my goodness, right? You just got an extra one for the same price. So begin to pay attention to these things and begin to switch. And again, pay attention to what you are telling yourself. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, I have none of this, none of that, none of this, and I can't? Switch them to, I do have, here it is, and I can. Begin to switch. Trust me, it is only in the way that you talk to yourself that things then begin to shift. The more you say you have, the more the universe provides that thing that you're saying you have, right? But if you say I don't, then the next day you won't. If you say you do, then the next day you may not. And maybe the next day you may not still, and you're going to be like going back and say, oh, so you see, it doesn't work. But you know what? Maybe it was coming the third day and you just sent it back. So this also comes with the trust that it is here, that is coming, and not sending it back, not going back to the negative thinking, always putting the positive thinking, the positive beliefs out there in whatever it is that you want. Send yourself love and send love to everything that you feel that you don't have. And here's an exercise. This is from Louise Hayes. Um, an exercise that she has in her book, and you can read her book, is You Can Heal Your Life. It's an amazing book. You can actually find this book as well on audio for free on YouTube. So she asks you to write down, I should, and then write as many things that you feel you should. I should do more work. I should sleep better. I should lose weight. I should show up more. I should, whatever it is that's coming up for you, write them down and begin each sentence with I should. And then fill it up, fill a whole page until you don't have any more I shoulds coming out. And then after this, ask yourself why. For each one, why do you feel you should work more to get more money? Okay, have you worked more sometimes? Yes. And did you get more money? Yes. Were you, and how did that work? Well, I was tired. I had no time for anything. So I felt exhausted. Okay, so begin to write these answers, right? Whatever comes up for you. So first you write your I shoulds, and then after you do that, go back to each one and write the whys. Why do you feel you should? Sometimes is because that's the way it is, or that's the way I was taught, or isn't that the way things work, or because so and so told me to do it, right? So write these things down, what it feels like. And then after you do that, change each question to, if I really wanted to, I could, and then put the same things that you have written in the shoulds. For example, I should lose weight. Why? Because I'm overweight and not healthy. Okay, now switch that to, if I really wanted to, I could lose weight. Doesn't that feel better than saying I should lose weight? Right? Because should is very condescending and it's very judgmental. And you immediately feel badly towards yourself or less than when you use the word should. So get rid of that. Now, when you have the same thing, if I really wanted to lose weight, I could, then it gives you the power. Isn't that interesting how that sounds, right? And then ask yourself, well, why haven't you? And then see what answers come up. This is straight from the Louise Hayes books, okay? And for some reason, it's coming through to me today to tell you and show you about this exercise. and then see what comes up. It's very revealing. Do this by writing, right? Writing. Use pen and paper, not the computer, just pen and paper. It has more power. So do this exercise and see what comes up for you. As you begin to find out the reasons for whatever it is that you're working on, then you will be able to see how to turn your I can't or I don't have into this the I can't and I do have, right? What I was talking about at the beginning of changing your perspective, of finding the positive in the negative. Even if you find that there's nothing good going on for you, there is always something good. So this exercise will begin to really open you up and reveal things that you may not even have noticed that you're telling yourself and why you're doing them. It's going to open you up, and then you'll uh, be able to put your energy more in the positive of all of these sentences. And you're saying, this all this writing, what is all this and how is this going to help me? Just do it. Just do it and try it, because it will help you. And this is how beginning to work on yourself looks like. When you work with someone like me or anyone else who does this type of work, this is the type of work that we do. We look really deeply into what it is that you're telling yourself, and we remove these blocks and these beliefs from your old way of thinking. This is how healing takes place. The difference is that you have someone there when you're working with someone that can help you see it a lot better, but you can do this by yourself. You don't need someone to work with, right? You can do this by yourself. It might be a little bit lonely, or maybe harder to see your breakthroughs when you don't have someone there to guide you through and to tell you what it is and point things out for you. But you can do this yourself. And so here is part of how to heal yourself, how to remove these stuck energies or these old beliefs from your subconscious so that you can move on to the next step. It's really, really powerful. And then what you want to do, and this is not in the Louise Hayes books. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read all of her books, so perhaps it is in a different of her books, but this is coming through for you now. After you come through your answers and you're feeling lighter because you are revealing all of these things to yourself, and you're like, oh, that's why. And then you're being able to be more positive in your way of thinking and beginning to change the way your life looks, right? Once you begin to do this and you have lifted these feelings, you want to fill yourself up with light. You want to bring in the light from God, from the angels, from your guides, from whomever it is that you work with. And just allow that light to fill your body and go in deep within to feel the spots that you just lifted. So when you remove dark energy or lower energies from your body, you leave a space there. You want to fill those spaces with something so that you don't refill them with more negative stuff. So you want to allow yourself to be filled with divine light, with the light of the angels, with the light of God, with the light of the sun, whatever it is that you believe in, and just see light coming into your body and filling those little corners that you just lifted. And that's going to energize you from the center out, from the inside out. And do this as many times as you want, with any subject you want, every day if you want. The more you do it, the more you heal. Because the more you remove those dark, low frequency energies from your body, and the more you fill those spaces with light, then your body begins to be and feel lighter, right? That is how you begin to heal. So begin to change the way you see things, begin to put the energy in the positive things you already have, and stop giving energy to anything that you do not want by not talking about it, by not speaking it out loud, by not repeating it, by not thinking it. You want to switch each and every one to the positive things that you do have in your life. With that, I let you go. I hope this was helpful. Let me know. Write me a comment. Please rate this podcast, share it, like it so more people can find it. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.